Long ago, in ancient Egypt, the city of Thonis Heracleion stood proudly on the edge of the Nile Delta. Built on a cluster of islands connected by canals, bridges, and ferries, it was a bustling port, a gateway between Egypt and the Mediterranean world. Merchants from across the seas came here, trading spices, gold, and precious artifacts. At the heart of the city stood grand temples dedicated to the gods, including a towering shrine to Ammonius, the king of the Egyptian gods, and another to Khonsu, the god whom the Greeks called Heracles. Life in Thonis Heracleion thrived for centuries. The city's wharves were always alive with activity, and its temples attracted pilgrims seeking the blessings of the gods. Each year, during the sacred mysteries of Osiris, processions of boats sailed from Thonis to nearby Canopus, carrying statues of the gods in celebration. But as the centuries passed, the city's fate began to darken. By the 2nd century BC, the mighty city of Alexandria, built just 20 miles away, grew in prominence, drawing trade and wealth away from Thonis. Yet, Thonis Heracleion persisted, its people unaware of the disaster that awaited them. One fateful day, the earth trembled violently. An earthquake, unlike any the city had ever seen, struck the region. Towers shook, buildings crumbled, and the sea swelled ominously. Waves surged toward the shores, driven by a massive tsunami. The ground beneath the city began to soften, turning to liquid under the immense force. In mere moments, the grand city that had stood for millennia sank beneath the sea, its temples and treasures disappearing into the depths. For centuries, Thonis Heracleion was lost to time, swallowed by the waters of the Mediterranean. Its story passed into legend, remembered only by ancient historians like Herodotus and Strabo, who spoke of the city's connection to great myths like the journey of Paris and Helen of Troy. But in 2000, after more than 1,000 years of silence, archaeologists made an astonishing discovery. While searching in the waters of Abu Qir Bay, they unearthed the remains of the lost city. Temples, statues, and relics, all perfectly preserved under layers of sand and silt, told the tale of a forgotten world. The once bustling city lay eerily intact, as if frozen in time. Divers uncovered colossal statues of gods, remnants of ships that had once sailed its canals, and treasures that had been hidden beneath the waves for over 1,200 years. Thonis Heracleion, the great city that had sunk into oblivion, was brought back to life. Though its bustling streets and thriving markets are long gone, the rediscovery of Thonis Heracleion reminds us of the power of nature and the impermanence of even the grandest civilizations. What once stood as a symbol of Egypt's connection to the world now lies beneath the sea, a sunken city waiting to share its secrets with the world once more.